This segment is being sponsored by Capital Sportsman. All right, welcome back, everyone. This week's Picture of the Week is being brought to you by Flowers Garden Center. And I don't know how many flowers they still got left out of there. At half price, they were going
probably
fast.
ain't too many left right now.
So,
but I bet there's enough
y'all
to go
hurry
down.
up, get on out there, 4550 Eaton's Creek Road. Take all those flowers so we can get to cleaning some stainless for some deer processing. Get some snack sticks going. I'm telling you, that's what I'm looking forward to. Let's show our first picture here. What you got? You got Gary Robitelli.
Got some Kentucky Lake bass that he caught off the ledges out there. He said,
Gary, he wasn't going to say your name,
as he
okay?
was going to give us. You know,
He wasn't even going to attempt
hey,
Gary's
Gary
name.
Robitelli. There you go. With some nice Kentucky Lake bass he got off the ledges.
Look at that. That's that mud hole full of toads right there.
That's a good looking set of fish. Right
He found that one puddle.
Yeah, he did.
That's a good one. And Gary, congratulations. He did really, really well. And then we got Tyler Pruitt.
Tyler Pruitt. These are from Wilson Lake.
Yep.
And they had a pretty good evening, it looks like, right there.
You see the size of that brown fish?
That's a pretty good looking brown fish right there.
By anybody's standards. Tyler Pruitt's a fine young man. I've known him for a few years now. His whole family is behind him on fishing, and he's done really, really well for himself. He is also a pro staffer for Southern Woods and Waters and Sneed Products, where you find all your fine plastics up there in Kentucky. Our next picture here, this is Joe Sanders, and he's out of Trousdale Canyon. What did he tell you about this one?
Told me that he's been fishing these creeks right here. Just shallow creeks. He's a kayak fisherman, doesn't do anything but kayak, and chases these smallmouth around these little creeks up around Trousdale County and Smith County and in those areas, and he does pretty good. He's catching some pretty nice fish.
I'm gonna tell you, if you truly want to get your arm broke, go fishing for brown fish in these streams.
Yeah, that's right. He use ultralight tackle.
Make you earn your keep.
He has a big time doing it. Yeah.
And our last picture here, this is Max Sanders, and it's a bass that he caught off of Old Hickory just this last spring. And that's a toad too.
Good looking fish.
That's a mud puddle.
Them boys are keeping after them Sanders boys are.
I'm gonna tell you something. Isn't it something? Hey, you can send your pictures to us here at Southern Woods and Waters, 474 James Robinson Parkway, Nashville, Tennessee, 37219. Or even better yet, if you'll send them to Brandon and I through Southern Woods and Waters Facebook page, which all of these were, by the way, that's a quicker way of us getting them and making sure, and it's a better quality picture.
It is, and it's just faster for us to be able to get the picture and get it over here and get it on the show.
Send it to the lady behind the screen.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it all has to get to her before it can get to here. So
she's either it goes or it don't. Yeah. So good job. Thank you so much, everybody. We have tonight with us, we have Sid Herring and Bubba Spickard, and they're okay. I'll start to say they're crazy. They're crazy by my standards, but because I'm not doing it. But guys, y'all take the hooking out of it to the grabbing. Yes, and now we know, Bubba admittedly in public is 2 years into crazy.
We've been in the crazy a lot longer than that.
Sid's been in it about lifelong. He's just been crazy since he got going.
Your psychiatrist is seeing another psychiatrist. But, I still see you got your hands, you got your fingers, and now if you ever come close, Sid, come on. You told me the other day you've never done that. I mean, you never had one like that.
I've never reached in a hole and caught anything other than a fish. Now, back home, the beavers was what we watched out for. The muskrats and, stuff like that, that's what we looked out for.
You seen the teeth on a beaver lately?
Yeah, they chew through trees. They ain't got no problem with it.
Back with a nub.
But, and I've heard stories of people that I've actually knew that got bit by beavers or muskrats, nutria. Whatever, but I've never, like I said, I've seen snakes on the bank while I was doing it, and snakes never bothered me. They stayed on the bank as long as I didn't go to poking at them or something,
Yeah.
Now you go slap one, he's going to try to defend himself.
Yeah.
You know.
And if you make a movement towards them or whatever, then they're gonna get off in the water with you.
Yeah,
that's where I don't want them.
He comes in, I'm going out.
That's right. It's exit time.
And when I was a little boy, the saying was a snake wouldn't bite underwater, and I know that's not true.
Yeah, that's not the case.
Especially those copperhead water moccasins.
You got to look out for the copper-headed rattle moccasins.
Rattle moccasins.
They're dangerous critters.
What? Sid, take us through. I mean, first off, you both agreed that y'all are going in partnership and starting a guide service for people that want to learn how to do this noodling.
Right.
And there should be. I don't know of anybody. I told Brandon I've never heard of it, but I understand there is somebody in Chattanooga doing it. Okay. But here in Middle Tennessee, you're starting a noodling guide service. We as a client, he and I, we show up.
Yeah.
You take us out. Y'all get down in the water first, and you kind of prepare us. What do you tell us?
Well, basically just to kind of just to calm yourself and don't get all tensed up and just you enjoy yourself, because we're not out there to embarrass anybody or to push them into something they don't want to do.
Right, right.
But with all the new ones that I've taken before, what I do is I go in first and round the fish up and get him up towards the front of the hole, and then let them come down my arm to find the fish, and then they do it the rest of the way, whether they lose the fish or not. It's not about what you pull out or that you put in a boat. It's that you did it. You had the experience. But 9 times out of 10, once they get past that point of the fear of reaching down there, then that hesitation, then it's okay then. In the next hole they'll be wanting to go. But it's just introducing you to that, and a lot of times I'll take them to a hole that I know that's probably not going to have anything in it, just to get them used to going to the hole and let them feel around in the hole and see what they're looking for, without any fear of something getting them while they're in the hole.
Yeah, you got to fight that initial fear of that first bite of throwing your hand back out, because that's when that fish is gone.
Right.
Well, people don't understand. Their teeth are curved inwards too, and if you set it in there and they clamp down and you pull, you just cut yourself.
Right. And
big time.
And
Heavy sandpaper.
And people think that these freshwater fish don't have teeth. I'm here to tell you, a big catfish can tear hide off you.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And like I said, I've got scars on my hands and everything else from doing it, and they heal up. I mean, it's not a big deal. But it is a thing. I mean, they do have teeth. They will get you. But 9 times out of 10, when they get bit like that, I mean, your natural human reaction with anything bites you is to
pull back.
Right. So you have to overcome that fear too, and realize that you have to go into that bite. So when that fish...
See, that's what I'm telling you. That's a hopeless thing for me. I'll never get over that fear.
And the way I explain when people are going into a hole is to feel the mouth of the hole, feel how it opens up, take your hand and put it on the bottom.
Okay.
And then run your hand flat on the bottom. That way you don't have anything that fish can grab a hold of. He's got to come up and nibble at you.
Right.
Okay? So when you put your hand in there and you're on the bottom, he can't get your hand in his mouth. Then if he comes up and hits the side of your hand, he didn't get you good, but you know there's a fish there now. And now you can start to work on him and get him where you want him.
So see, I've never had it explained to me like that. Now you now put him to working for you.
Right. Well, you know where he's at now, and some of these holes are huge.
Yeah.
And they can go to the right, they can go around to the left, and the fish can be in any place in that hole. And a lot of times they'll run around in there when you get after them. Once the fish figures out that now he's the bait, you're trying to catch him, that you're stronger than he is, then he's going to start running around.
Well,
and that's
see,
what we
we're
try
going
to
to start
keep
showing a few little pictures of what you guys. I mean, like, look at this. That's Bubba.
Yep.
Yeah, me and Justin Miller.
Justin Miller.
Now, there are 6 nice catfish.
Yep, Bubba caught the biggest fish that day, right at 50 pounds.
Now, all right, was it the 3 of you? Oh, look here. Look at this. This is Sid. Sid, how big are those?
That's been a while back, but those were in the 30-pound range.
Yeah, 30-pounders. just some nice size catfish. And then here you are.
That's on Priest there.
That's on Priest.
Mm-hmm.
Is Bubba, is that you laying down on the job?
Yeah.
There's another fish in there. We left him in there. I couldn't get him out.
Now, I want to stop there for just 1 second. I went with some guys at Wren Lake up in Illinois, and they said that boat ramps are excellent places.
They are.
To go.
It's not
if they're poured right.
Yeah,
Right.
if they're poured right.
Yeah.
If they're poured right.
And some lakes, they take better care of the boat ramps and they fill those holes and stuff when they go down the winter pool, and
Yeah.
you can't get in. There's no holes there.
Okay.
That's just part of kind of figuring it out and finding where they are.
Yeah.
And I call those boat ramp holes community holes because a lot of people know about those holes. They know to go check the boat ramps and stuff, but the thing about it is I've been fishing those holes so long, I can have somebody like Bubba go in there and check a hole, and I can go in there behind him and I can catch fish.
Yeah.
Because I know kind of how if you think of a gopher hole or groundhog hole, that's what these holes under there kind of. They got little runners off of them and everything.
They got little rooms and stuff to go
and
to.
those catfish will back up in those holes, and if you don't know where those holes are, if you don't get close to him, he may not bite you. So it's just knowing those holes and knowing how they lay out in there. A lot of times will catch a fish where somebody can come in there that don't know it and say that hole's empty.
Well, I'm gonna keep my hand flat on that bottom.
And what's neat is when you get one riled up, even if you're above the water, you can hear him thumping down there.
Right. We call it thunder, and what they're doing is they're trying to scare you, intimidate you, and they'll suck in a bunch of water real quick and blow it out their gills, and it goes boom onto that water.
Well, that would have done it for me.
Yeah, and
You could have been back in the boat.
you can actually feel it in the concrete and on the rocks. I mean, you can actually feel it.
Well, I tell you what, we got to take a break right quick. But before we do, we got to do our product of the week. And this week's product of the week is being sponsored by Caney Fork Outdoors. Hey, we got some great news coming up for you in the month of August. Something that Ryan Martin and I have devised a plan that's going to just drive the socks right off of you. You're going to be so excited. We're actually going to give away a huge prize right before Christmas. Big. It's big. But hey, this week's product is, hey, I talk about this guy all the time. Jeff Hill puts out probably one of the better swim baits I've ever used, and it's Mad Dad Lures. And let me tell you something, this is a brand new color that he's come out with. It is a milky white, but it has a clear top with that silver flake, not specks, but actual flakes in it, and it really does a great job in mimicking a shad. So, and let me tell you something, I know it's probably not the time to throw the umbrella rig, but you could put a 1/4 ounce or 3/8 ounce head on this, and they will naturally try to knock that rod out of your hands. And it's my way of grabbing. I like to jerk a knot. But try them out. Try them out. I mean, it could get ugly quick. But try them out at Mad Dad Lures. Go to maddadlures.com, and we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to open up our phone lines. So hurry back to more Southern Woods and Waters.